start off with a little overview of the gun, and this is a little paint job I did personally. These are some of the accessories I will be using to mount on my gun and show you how it looks with it, so more on that later. The first thing I want to do is to point out that the review will be in English, but English isn't my mother tongue, so I will try to make myself as understandable as possible. So I might not pronounce every word correctly, so please keep that in mind and bear with me. And the second thing would be that on one of my previous videos, the Tanaka M870 for the matter, many people asked me, and even after I precise it, many people were keeping asking me, where did you buy the gun, and how much does it cost, etc, etc. Those two things, even if it was written in the video description, and I would add with the YouTube feature where you can have those comments that show on screen where I bought it, still after that people kept coming and asking me, where did you buy the gun, how much does it cost, etc, etc. So please, no more of that. I will provide these details at the start of the video, so watch it from the start to the finish, and even after that I will show with the comments and where I bought it, and a link will be provided in the video description, so if you want to know where I bought it and how much does it cost, just check the details and listen to me. Right. So I bought this gun at uncompany.com. I think many people know that site. It's a website, web shop based in Hong Kong, and they have some pretty nice prices with a large variety of accessories, airsoft guns, etc. And the gun cost me, I don't remember exactly right now, but I think it was around the $250 price tag, something like that, but just check the link in the video description and you will have the price, the exact price. Now I will give you an insight of the features of the gun, starting from the back. And on the back you have the stock. So the stock that comes with the gun is not the solid stock that comes with the CA33K A3. This is the K. So it comes with a telescopic stock, MP5 style stock, and it's 3 position. So this will be the first position. In order to access the second, you just pull this lever here and the stock pops out. Then pull it. It's difficult with one hand, I'm sorry. Alright. Okay, so this is the second position. To me it's not very useful because okay, I'm a small person, but not that small that I need to have the stock this far, because it's not far enough, so I have my arms extended in a way I feel comfortable. So we go to the third position. Wow, so once again you push this lever here and then And that's the third position. So here's what the gun looks like with the stock folded completely. Extended completely, sorry. Then, this is your sling mount. It's very sturdy. It's not going to break or anything. Once the stock is put in place correctly, it's not moving a bit. So you can definitely trust this. The pin here doesn't need to be unscrewed. You just have to push it out. And when the gun is new, you might need a pin pusher with a hammer in order to take it out. But once you've done it a couple of times, it will come out just by pushing it with the finger. Then this is your lower receiver right here. It's a MP5 style receiver as well. As you can see, this is the pistol grip of the MP5 A3 like, also made by Classic Army. There are other MP5s that use this kind of receiver, and the main difference is that it's not ambidextrous, which means that the fire select switch is only on this side. And it's a nice switch because when you change position, you can hear a distinctive click, which lets you know that you are on safe, semi, or full auto. Just listen to that. Pretty convenient. Unlike a G36 I used to own, which would switch itself in combat, and when I needed full auto, it was on semi, and it was pretty inconvenient and frustrating. So there's no chance of this happening with this gun. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the lower receiver is in plastic. The selector switch is metal, the trigger as well. Then moving forward, here you have the second pin that holds the lower receiver attached to the rest of the gun. This one needs to be unscrewed from the other side. Here's your mag release lever, and this part here is part of the mag release button that's located on the other side, but I will show you later. Then I will zoom out a little to show you the upper receiver that goes from here to here and there. The upper receiver is metal. It's made of metal, so it's very sturdy. There's no way it's going to bend or creak or anything. It doesn't make a noise. And this top rail here, it's made by ICS, and it comes with a scope riser, but I took it off because I wanted to have a low profile rail. I know that Gorder also makes a rail like that. It comes only with the rail, but unfortunately at the time of buying the Gorder was out of stock everywhere, so I just took this one because I could not wait, and unfortunately I had to pay a higher price. It was around $50, whereas the Gorder is, I think, if I remember correctly, it was $20 less. So there you go. I forgot to mention the rear sight. So it's like all the H&K weapons, most of H&K weapons, which means that it has different apertures. It's made of metal, and you have 4 different settings. So this will be number 1 for really close quarter, and then you can turn it all the way to number 4, and 4 being the farthest distance. This rail cover and the RAS handguard don't come with the gun. I installed them already because I think it has a nicer looks, and because I like to mount accessories on it, I needed rails. So the rails covers, the panels here, are made from Classic Army, I think. I'm not quite sure, but I painted them to match the rest of the color of the gun. And anyways, when the original color was flat gray, and it was very nice, but I prefer this color. Then speaking of the handguard, the RAS handguard, it's made by Classic Army as well, and it's really sturdy, good quality, very solid. I cannot see it breaking. So you have these holes here, just like an M4 handguard. And important thing, when you mount it, you will see this gap here. It's normal. You can't push it further because you need to align it here in order to push this pin in. So if you have this gap like I have, you don't need to worry, it's normal. Okay, now the cocking lever is metal as well, and it's like a G3 cocking lever, which means you just have to put it here, and you have this small thing here that prevents it from going backward. Well, it's not correctly inserted here. Okay. Right, now it's not moving. And I will show you what it does when you move it. Then you have this pin here, and it's also like the pin on the rear, this one, which means that to insert it you need to push it, but with this handguard it's pretty hard to push it only with your hand, so you might need a tool to help you. And finally, this is your front sight. It's not adjustable. Again, MP5 or G3 style, and attached to it is the front sling loop, which allows you to, well, attach your sling. And then is the flash hider, which is very nice, and it is shorter than the CA33E. The E has a barrel, a longer barrel, which is around this long, I think, and then you have your flash hider. And as you can see, it has small grooves here and there, which makes me think that you could put a key in order to unscrew the flash hider, but I haven't been able to detach it. I was kind of afraid to destroy it, or maybe I did not apply enough force, but I guess it reveals a thread and you can attach a silencer. But I personally don't have any use for a silencer. It makes the gun ridiculously long, and what I want is to keep this gun as well compact as it is. It's not the shortest rifle out there, of course, but the size is very convenient for me. It's the kind of size I like, so I have no use for a silencer.